And we are back.
Actually
back.
Yeah.
Welcome back to Adventure's Edge. Heroes of the Vale, number 25 at last. It is number 25, right?
Yes, it's number 25.
Okay. It's
We're
been
ready
so
to go.
long.
Silver anniversary.
Oh, yeah.
Aww.
Yeah. Thanks for the presents, guys. Oh, wait.
That's you to give us.
Oh.
Who is wooing who?
My gift is this great experience.
Did you give us the gift receipt? It's a joke. It's a joke. He knows that. It's a joke. It's all out of love.
Oh, yeah. We've had a rough time.
I'm going to die this episode.
This is where the dragon shows up.
Now, I figured that was probably episode 30.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
episode.
looking forward to the dragon episode.
just party wipe.
And bear with me, I've actually got a little bit of like scratchiness today too. So it's like
It's your turn.
It's
We've
the
had,
gift.
like-
Yeah, the gift that keeps on giving. Oh, hey, happy 25th.
oh yeah. Although I feel like we started this out like we were sick first, like 4 or 5 weeks ago. I don't know, and then just
so
made
it was
the rounds.
all your fault.
And it was all something different. Anyway, enough of that. We're here for adventure.
Yes.
People have been
Yes.
clamoring. 2 weeks of listening to us blather about the world of Tellus. And now let's do some adventuring in it.
Okay.
Excellent.
I don't even remember where we're at, though. I have no idea what we're doing.
I remember.
What are we doing?
Tell us, Tommy.
Oh, I've got to do. Okay, that's not really where I
Do
was
you
at.
remember how this works?
All right, so
This is that moment in
I
class
thought you were
where you raise
volunteering.
your hand.
I volunteered myself mistakenly, but let's do this, right? So, I believe in the last episode we had some goblin-related combat inside a cave, right? And the chief showed up. There was a lot of explosions, real tense moments. I took a quarrel in his shoulder, which was quite painful. But long story short, we was able to get the water pixie. Her name escapes me at this moment.
Unda.
But Unda, that's right. But we wasn't properly introduced, so I feel like I'm a bit vindicated in that. So anyway, we got Unda. We made our way out of the cave system. And then we went back to her place of residence, her spring. And she was very grateful and gave us all a kiss, if I remember correctly, because Tommy
Yes.
remembers the kisses he gets and who gives them to him. And that was it. We made a loose arrangement to meet the goblins at the giant statues in order to have a conversation maybe about them stopping, their hostilities towards the fish-related peoples. And I think that was it.
I got to learn a lot about the Nixie.
Yes,
That's
right.
the water pixie.
That's the
Nixie.
water pixie, yeah. And
Not water fairy, not pixie. Oh,
Not pixie.
that was a horrible thing I just said.
well, no, they were water pixies. They
No.
just wasn't lot pixies.
Well, they're water fairies because water fair or river fairies.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, river fairy.
I think maybe I misunderstood then. I thought
It's
that
the whole Nixie name that got confusing.
maybe that is yeah. But they don't fly,
They don't fly.
which we found out when we was trying to get her to jump from the cage.
Right.
And she's like, can't fly, chaps.
Yeah.
So, do you remember the like rock thing that I did? And I jumped over with, do you remember that?
That
pretty
was
sweet.
pretty epic.
That was pretty sweet.
I think the chief realized that he bit off a little bit more he can chew.
Yeah, well, Tommy is a big bite, right? So,
I do like
yeah.
that when we decided, hey, let's go in and not kill any goblins. It means only like 4 of them died.
I don't
so-
remember making that agreement.
I mean, we may have suggested it,
Yeah, it was more of like a
but
suggestion.
I feel like it was not like an agreement. I didn't sign any paperwork.
There was no agreement. Mrs. Coggs had said that she was not contracting you to kill them. She was contracting you to solve the problem how you saw fit.
Solved. Problem solved.
She didn't express an opinion either way.
Oh, good.
That was the stated.
Exactly. Either way. So we killed half of them. So
I'm a little worried that we didn't actually solve anything.
that's why we got to go to the statue, I feel like.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like we've maybe extended the problem. But let's do this. Let's adventure.
Okay.
So, it's a nice morning. And you actually each find yourselves like waking up from an unexpected nap. Because apparently once the adrenaline wore off and you got your fairy kiss and a little snackage and the sun was kind of warming down and it was just so perfectly comfortable and embracing there, you each just sort of had a little nap time. You're not even remembering exactly how it came to be, but yeah. So Zeta, you find yourself laying on a nice warm stone by the pool of water, and you just your eyes flutter open and you realize you're just at peace. It's perfectly nice here. Feels good. Although you feel like you've had the strangest of dreams.
I did. I had some very weird dreams, and I'm trying to hold on to them.
Yeah. Mysterious dreams.
I feel like there's some warnings in those dreams.
But perhaps you shake it off and look around. Trunk, you're over there.
All I can really remember is a very handsome stranger.
But you know me. I'm Tommy.
It wasn't you.
Oh.
Knew you were going to say that.
It's hurtful.
Trunk, you find yourself comfortably leaning against a large tree over there.
It's what I do.
Your hands in the berry jar. Like, that's good. So one by one, you each wake up feeling completely refreshed. And if you were not already healed, I think you all were, but if not, you are.
I was not. So I'm very happy to hear this.
Yeah. So you're healed, you're refreshed, your fatigue is gone, and there's no sign of Unda, but there is like in a wicker basket by the pool. It's like filled up with some like fruits and some things that came from the area around and berries, and there's a small actually decanter of water in there. So it's like she left you a little gift basket, and you think she's doing whatever she does, or perhaps she's getting some long-deserved rest also. So yeah, you can proceed now if you so wish, or stay here forever.
Well, I believe we made arrangements to meet with the goblins at the statue. Is that something we're going to do?
I mean,
Yes.
we kind of ambushed their lair,
Mm-hmm.
got super swarmed, managed to get out safely-ish, other than, all of the horrible injuries that nearly brought you down. I think the idea of our yelling out, hey, why don't we meet at this statue, was good in the moment, but they're going to be way more prepared. The chief is not going to come by himself. I think we're asking for punishment if we do that.
I don't care.
I'm aware that you don't care. That's kind of your
I'm a fairy
thing.
of my word.
You're not. But
I absolutely am. When have I not fulfilled a promise?
Well, I'll go with you, Zinnia.
I'm not really afraid of these goblins.
We've got to solve the problem. I feel like if we don't do anything, they're just going to go get Unda back.
Or wreak havoc on the village, and we can't let that big-headed boy just take all the...
He's got such an unfortunate size of melon.
I mean, I would feel really bad if he just kept getting blamed for everything, and we just made it worse for him.
And the goblins were more of just playing trickeries. Who knows if they're going to take it out on the town and make him a little bit more violent.
Right. Escalate. Mm.
I feel like we've got to at least try.
How far is this statue away?
Well, it's like 3 miles.
It's on the way back, yeah?
I mean, but
Yeah.
you'll pass by the willow tree and the goblin entrance.
Yeah, well,
So we'll be able to see if they're like marshaling their forces.
but we're on the opposite side of the river, are we not?
You are right now. So there's a little bridge
Yep.
that you could cross back to the side where the statues and the goblins are, or you could stay on the opposite side and walk there, and then you at least, whether or not that would really help you. It would provide maybe a strategic barrier if there's suddenly an army of goblins on the other side by the statues that you can maybe use that.
Can you see the statues from the other side of the river?
Yeah.
You can?
Yeah, they're only like 200 feet from the water.
Oh, okay.
Which isn't that far.
Maybe we stay on this side of the river.
I would be fine with that.
That would give us at least maybe slow them down. It's not going to help against the bat. But, that's one thing. The rest of them, because the river is it a full-size river again?
Not yet.
Okay.
I mean, and it's not even a large river to begin with, but it would still
slow things down.
It's going to be muddy and yeah, they're not going to be able to run through it. It will involve some swimming. So,
this is kind of your deal, Zinnia. I mean, I'll do whatever you think is the best, but I feel like maybe staying on this side of the river would be at least give us an opportunity to start the conversation before any kind of hostilities.
Okay. That sounds
good to me. I'm just here for the ride.
Trunk is just quiet over there.
I will quietly nod.
Stewing
at this terrible
in
idea.
He's waiting for that I told you so.
Oh, I'm going to feel the I told you so. It's going to be my unconscious body going, ooh.
I, like Tommy, fear that if we just let this go, it's just going to get worse.
There's got to be some type of resolution. We should be able to, because the chief is just feeling embarrassment from being joked on by this fish, Salvel. If we can maybe convince him that Salvel will take on a different residence, maybe that distance will kind of cool the hostilities. That's kind of my thought, my initial thought. So, I mean,
Savella is a bit guilty of this as well. So we have to get to the point. Enough of this. Enough of this tomfoolery and shenanigans.
Well, I thought we made that clear to Salvel already.
Well, we have to double it down.
I just want to make clear that I was not the one that started the attacks on the goblins.
So, who was that? Was that me?
The goblins first struck me when I was out in the room.
Yeah, that's true. Okay.
None of those little details are going to matter to the goblins.
Well,
if
it matters within us, who started what?
Yeah. Well, let's
do
the best we can. Right.
All right. So you proceed. You take the little gift basket.
Yes.
Yep.
Most definitely.
All right. And then staying on the east side of the river, you begin making your way at a nice pace through. You realize it's like early afternoon, so you must have slept for several hours. So you make your way down, and it only takes you, not even an hour to get down to like where the willow tree is. So as you're kind of walking, I presume you can do your best to observe the tree and the environs around it, and you do not see any goblins out or about. So unless you're going to do something there or scout, you can continue on.
I would, Zinnia would like to go and scout over there.
Okay.
Do you want to go with her, Tommy?
Yeah.
Well, I have the advantage of being able to just fly over, stealthily fly over and stealthily
that works
listen.
Too.
Yeah, Tommy doesn't have that advantage.
He's not stealth.
Stealth is not really his game.
His nickname isn't stealthy.
No. So I'll stay back. That's fine.
Okay. So, the three of you stay to the east side of the river, maybe getting out of sight if you can, and Zinnia does a quick flight over the river around the willow and going to what?
I will just go to the cave entrance first and see if I can hear anything from the cave entrance. Do you want me to do a stealth check?
Okay, so you're actually going to fly down to the cave entrance. Sure. Yeah, give me a stealth check.
That is a 22.
Okay. All right. You zip through the trees. Again, no goblins in sight. And soon you are fluttering near the entrance to their warren, and you're listening intently into the cave. Well, go ahead and make a perception check.
13.
You think you hear like faint, echoey voices, like maybe some goblin talking, but it's like they're not in the entrance, so they're probably somewhere. You can't make it out. It's just like the barest echoes of voices.
I'll go in a little deeper.
I audibly roll my eyes.
Well, fortunately, you guys can't see her.
I'm just eating from the fruit basket. This peach here is the juiciest peach I've ever had.
This beef jerky is amazing.
Juicy beef jerky.
That's just called a steak.
Okay, sit here. Sorry. Things you don't expect. All right, so you quietly fly back into the entrance to the goblin caves.
Just
Moving.
not all the way, just a little.
Just a little.
So that first room where they had the guard.
Well, yeah. So there's it goes in like 30 feet, and then there's like the hidden door, and then on the other side is the guard room. So that door is closed, so you can go flying up to it. I mean, there's like the barest little cracks there.
So that's where I will go up to that door.
Okay. Give me another perception check.
20.
Okay. You hear some low goblin voices talking on the other side. They seem to be, obviously you don't know who they are. You didn't get to introduced to everybody, but they, you think they sound young, and something about Growl will be giving them a what for. They're going to show those humans. So they seem to be just, definitely talking about some sort of violent actions and excitement. But they're keeping their tones hushed.
Okay. I will fly back.
Okay.
And I will report.
Well, let's make our way to the statue then.
Yeah, because it does sound like they're planning on retaliating against the village.
Yeah. Well, let's see if we can.
Pretty clear that we're not humans.
Well,
I
get what you're saying. Let's make our way to the statue. Maybe they want to take us out first. We might be able to cool this down. And we gotta go past there anyway. Mm-hmm. So let's go.
Okay. All right. Well, you continue on. It is not. Takes you another half hour or so, or hour to get to the giant statues. Again, on the east side of the bank. And it's early afternoon. It's still a nice day, and the statues kind of come into sight, but you don't see any goblins lurking about over there by the statues, or nobody's in sight.
Maybe did we say we'd meet him at night?
There wasn't much of a conversation.
Much of a time.
It was a taunted yell as we were leaving.
Well, Corda, let her sniff around a little bit and see if there's anything that she can pick up.
Yeah, that would be a great idea.
So wait, we're gonna cross back over the river?
Oh, that's right. We are. No. I think. If they're not there, how much time do we put into this? We could go into town and be just as defensive.
So we could go into town, say, "Hey, goblins are gonna come and attack. So maybe we should mount a defense.
Enjoy the river." However,
so we'll take 50% of that gold because we kind of solved the problem.
Well,
silver.
You did solve it.
Yeah.
You did solve the contracted problem.
Oh no.
That works. We should. We can't wait here forever. And
that's true.
I don't think we should wait here at all. Then, initially I was not thinking the goblins would blame the village at all. We never gave any kind of indication we were from the village.
It's true, we didn't really bring a warrant for their arrest.
We were simply random bothersomes entering their place. But if they are...
We can't make it think that they weren't doing anything bad. They kidnapped someone to stop the river. So they had a hand in the reason why we came in and tried to save somebody.
Well,
Try to rationalize it with them, that's fine, but...
clearly goblins aren't stupid. They made some very clever traps. They have plans. I mean, they might be unlike us, but they're clearly not stupid. So I think Gravel Beak put 2 and 2 together and realized this has something to do with the village. So
Yeah.
Back to the village.
unless we want to try and cut them off, but maybe they'll go overland and not along the river. So
Well, if they have elected to go there, they have quite the head start on us.
no.
Yes, we went north and then hung out and rested a night.
Well, but they may not have been there. I mean, they may still be gathering their forces. They had to dig their way out of that.
Well, we can find out.
Why don't we send Corda over on the other side? She'd be able to tell if they've been around the area.
Yeah, to what point, I guess.
To see if they're ahead of us or behind us.
Yeah. To pick up a track? Okay. How deep is the river here?
I mean, she'll have to swim.
Mm-hmm. Let's see here.
Or I could use my expert tracking skills.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have those?
No?
She does have swim skills, so it's
It's not that difficult.
okay.
That was fairy humor.
That was very funny.
Oh.
So, okay, Corda, I will give her a command to go track. And point to the river, and she looks back at me. Like, seriously? Yes, seriously.
Okay. Then, so Corda will easily swim across the water and get to the other side and just shake it off. And then you give her some more commands, and she heads over near the statues and starts sniffing around. Okay. I mean,
Just perception and survival.
yeah, I guess
She's
for
got both of
her,
those.
that would be perception.
And cold dice. Oh, I would say it's pretty good. 27.
That is pretty good. Okay.
Good job, Corda.
So she sniffs around, and but she can just basically give you like,
I'm looking for, can she pick up a scent? I mean, she probably knows what a goblin smells like recently. Yeah. I mean, she was there with us.
mm-hmm.
She's trying to pick up a scent of a goblin and to see if it goes towards the village. A fresh scent. That's kind of the point I'm looking to do.
All right. Yeah. So she sniffs around a bit, and then kind of, I don't know. She gives you the sign that she's definitely picking up a scent,
Okay.
and then kind of looking south along the river, and then kind of sniffing and following along it.
Mm-hmm.
So you
Think
think she's picked up a track? Yeah.
All right.
I think she's onto something.
All right, let's go.
Let's go.
And do you want to, she can just come back on this side? I mean, is that what we were looking for, right? If they're headed south.
Yeah, but I don't know that we need her to come back across. Maybe we need to think about, getting on the other side. And
That works too. So, I mean, I'll head over to the other side. That water doesn't look too deep, does it?
I will swim across the river.
Yeah, sure. Show off.
I'm like backstroking.
and Trunk just wades.
Yeah. I'll try to find like the most shallow spot, and maybe perhaps if there's a rock or two, I can use support.
Put the dwarf on my shoulders.
Get the staff out. Oh, that should help.
He's offering a piggyback.
All right. Just crawl up, put my hand over his eyes, and
I have horns there for a reason.
Oh, is that what they're for?
You think this is the first time small people have ridden on my head?
That's true.
So I will fly, but Nipper needs to swim.
Okay, it's easy enough. I mean, it's flowing, but it's not rushing, so he's fine.
Okay.
In Trunk, it's like up to your chest, so you just kind of wait a bit with the dwarf, who's showing. Oddly enough, he seems to be quite disturbed with the water.
I'm short, but I'm not light. I'm not halfling light.
Don't worry, you're not so pudgy that I'm having a problem.
Okay, so with a little bit of effort, you all get across. Some of you wetter than others, and now, okay. So you're back near the stone statues.
All right.
All right, let's get to
It's
it.
going to follow Corda.
Travel as quickly as we can.
Okay, then you do so. And you continue on again for another like 40 minutes. And you find yourself, well, you get back first to the Salvel's Weir, where now the water's starting to actually fill back out and pool, and it's starting to actually, flow over. You think it's probably going to take like at least, the rest of the day, if not part of tomorrow, before this is like fully back to normal. But you can continue south, like back towards the ruins of the old mill, or you can try to like see if Salvel's around.
I think we should just check in with him. Let him know what happened.
Because when you guys left him, did you give him instruction at that time?
I thought we did, that he needed to move on.
I honestly can't remember what we said.
Because he really wasn't able to until there was some more water. So if you assuming, all right, well,
Let's give him a reminder. If it doesn't take too much to.
all right. So
Do you want to go talk to your friend, your fish friend?
Yes, absolutely.
okay, so you go hovering over near the edge of the weir. You can see it's already like 50% larger than it was, and you look around. You can see there are some fish in there, and you're gonna call out.
Yes, I will call out. Salvel.
Well, a moment passes, and then, sure enough, this large rainbow trout leaps out of the water, splashes near you. A couple drops hit your clothes, but not your wings.
Oh, thanks.
And then he pokes his head out of the water with his gaping, expressionless mouth, and is like, "Oh, hello!"
Hello. So you must have noticed that the water is rising.
"Oh, it's perfect. My weir's filling up now. It's like being at home again."
That's great. Did the goblins come by?
Which goblins?
I don't know, a whole troop of them.
Oh, no, I haven't seen a whole troop of goblins.
Did you see any?
I saw those little ones.
Little ones.
The ones that come about most, but they were headed presumably back home this morning.
Okay, so but no goblin like fighters were coming to the town?
Not that I've seen.
Okay.
Then he squirts another fountain of water.
So, yep. Gravelbeak is really angry with you.
Oh, he's so funny.
Nope, he's not funny. Nope, not funny at all. Angry.
Okay.
So he really wants to kill and eat you.
Oh, well, that's not nice.
No, like he is not thinking any of this is a joke.
Did you talk to him?
He was not in a talking mood.
Oh, okay.
So have you ever thought about maybe moving?
Out of my where?
Yeah.
Where would I go?
Ha, that's funny. There's some lovely places downriver.
You mean like back where the Fae live?
Yes, in the Hollowwood.
I go there sometimes.
Well, maybe you should make your home in the Hollowwood. There'd be lots of Fae to talk to.
Okay. Well, I'll have to think about it. I don't want to be eaten.
I would not want to be eaten either.
All right. Well, I will definitely. I will think about this.
I think it might make things much better for all the people and fish around here.
Give me a diplomacy check.
Oh. Anybody else want to weigh in on this?
I don't diplomacy.
That's cocked. I'm gonna roll it again.
I think the river fairy would appreciate it as well.
Oh yes, Unda also thought that was a good idea. That's a 13.
Well, I know Tommy intimidates. It's actually so does Trunk, doesn't it?
So here's the thing, Salvel. Like, you need to move. It's not a polite suggestion. Like, I'm telling you, you've got to go. Your actions have caused a lot of personal pain for Unda. And a pain that I will redouble on you as a fisherman if you don't find somewhere else to be like this exact moment. It is not something we're suggesting.
All right, well, give me that intimidate. Is Trunk going to aid on that?
Not at all.
Okay. All right.
So that is 16 plus 7, 23.
All right. His face goes even rounder.
Like,
Oh, okay. I'll move along.
all right. Thank you.
Hey, I will get to see you in the Hollywood.
Okay. And then he dives under the water, splashes up one more time, and then you see him gain momentum and then leap over the weir and start headed south.
All right.
Okay.
That's done. Let's go.
Okay.
All right, on we go. Ugh.
Scaring fish.
Well, I am a fisherman.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay. Well, it's not too much past the weir where you come to the ruins of that old mill where you,
Yes.
did a little exploration there. And then you know that you're right near where that rope you could climb that rope back up to David's Rest, or you could continue under the bridge to find another way up. At this point, it's kind of what you want to do and where you want to go next.
We want to get to the town, right?
I think so.
Okay.
Okay. So the last time you were here, you want to go up to David's Rest?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
We need to let them know about what's going on and perhaps what to expect. And maybe find out a little bit more what these little goblins, if they did anything over the nighttime, why they were leaving this morning. Because that's what he said, right, Selville?
Yes, that's what Selville said.
Yeah, so the implication is that they must have stayed the night around here somewhere.
Okay.
Because when you first arrived and you explored the old mill and you found like the backpack and some pie crumbs and stuff, like there were signs that they had been there and there were some tracks that you hadn't followed.
Well, perhaps we should get our horses,
Yeah.
ponies.
That's your call because I can fly up and y'all have to climb.
Yeah, I would like to get my horse.
Mm-hmm.
So you could climb up here, or you can continue on to see if there's a better way up.
We can continue on a little bit, see if there's a better way up. I'm recalling going down.
I'm recalling we almost lost a dwarf there. Okay.
Yeah, I'm
Is
good
that
with
what
that.
you're gonna do that?
I mean, the alternative is we climb up, tie the rope around you, and just pull you up.
Either way.
Well, we could do that. I think
Let's just
between
go
the two
that
of
route.
us- Yeah.
That's a reasonable approach, I think.
The idea that we're ever going to find a cliffside that the dwarf can climb is basically a desperate wish, so let's take the rope route.
It's just not one of my skills. It's not like I'm bad at it. I'm just not good at it.
No, we watched you come down. You're bad at it.
So I got a 21 to climb.
Maybe he's better at going up than going down.
Maybe.
Oh, maybe.
No? Okay.
I don't know.
Not 20.
Okay. Well, you'll each need to make 4 checks to get up. So who's going? So it sounds like
Well,
Tommy's going to go up first.
I got a 21, 25. That one's a 13. And then 14.
Okay. So Tommy, you just basically power your way up the cliffside with the rope. It's plenty good footing. You're not sure why Darun had such trouble with this, but you make it to the top easily enough, and then look back down, give the all clear, and then it sounds like Trunk will follow you up.
Yep.
What about the animals? Oh, sorry.
Oh.
So 23, 20, 16, and 16.
All right.
I could carry Nipper probably while I
I
was.
mean, Corda might be able to just make it herself.
Quarter can't really climb a rope.
Oh, not climbing a rope, but they climbed without a rope.
How did we get down? I think Trunk, did you carry one?
I don't remember. Maybe.
Corda climbed down.
I
I
don't
could
know
easily
that we
put
really
something
even-
over my shoulders as I'm climbing up this time around too. So
I think it was like a video game where we just went so far they just like teleported to us.
Yeah, I'd have to go back and listen.
I
Yeah.
like that idea.
I'll
Yeah.
just put quarter like round my neck and be like,
I'll do that with
not to
Nipper.
move.
Like a little lamb.
Yeah, like a fur scarf.
You're like, oh, this is kind of nice.
That's actually,
Oh, warm if it didn't smell so bad.
yeah, like
Yeah, you're totally pulling up the wet dog smell with you.
I guarantee I don't smell any better than the wolf does.
I didn't realize foxes smelled. They do.
They smell horrible.
Yeah.
Okay, then a lot of you get to the top, and then you're going to just secure Darun to the bottom. And,
Apparently so, yeah.
Just make a good.
I mean, you can definitely make your climb.
No,
check.
I'm going to humor them.
Tie a good knot.
Yeah, I got a 18 tying up kind of a knot at the end of the rope. Send it back down. Put it around your waist, not your neck.
Yes. I have a very high wisdom. I can figure that out.
Then we'll do it.
Yeah,
So
between the
just-
two of you, you have no trouble.
Do some dwarf fishing.
I am going to give it a little bit more dead weight than they would normally need.
I think. I
Well,
don't
in that
think-
case, we'll just go yank and then let it drop and yank. And then...
No, we'll haul it up nice. I think even a dead weight though, I think between the two of us, we get you
Yeah,
pretty easily.
I would imagine so.
Yeah.
He's just got the grumpy dwarf face as he's going.
I like to
It's my
think
resting grumpy face.
I like to think like all of your arms and appendages are just hanging, so you're just like this. Yeah.
There'll be a time, don't worry. There'll be a time when they'll need me.
Sorry, Dayrune. Oh no, that
There'll be
wasn't.
no problems.
That wasn't.
When I can turn into an animal or beast, I'll be able to climb this faster than you. So, joke's on you.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
All right.
We all can't wait.
Well, let's get to the
Yeah, me
horses.
too.
All right.
Are the horses still there?
No.
Oh,
Well,
Oh,
you know,
no,
we
the
tried.
horses are gone. How terrible.
cinnamon.
Did we steal these horses from somebody?
No,
No,
didn't
we
steal.
acquired them by killing their owners.
Semantics.
Totally different from stealing.
Well, they were trying to steal from us first.
They
so
seem to like us better than they liked their
it
previous
was
owners.
justified
Yeah.
manslaughter. Well, let's head back to the town. At least we got the high road.
Just chuckling at the idea of that being justified manslaughter when, nope, I straddled the guy and very intently told him I was murdering him.
Well, I was just trying to make it.
So some
sound
laws
better.
were probably broken that day, but we haven't really talked about that.
Oh, and no, I don't intend to. So we'll head back to the town.
My
All the
horse.
while,
I mean, there's no sign of violence here. You could try to track.
Yeah, can we?
but we left them down the road a little bit, and then we walked to the rope to go down. So they weren't right here at the rope; they were further down the river or further towards the city.
But we left them up top here, right?
We left them up top, 100%, because we were going to go down the cliff, and then we were like, "Oh, that might be too difficult." So we walked further down,
I do
and that's when we saw
recall
the rope.
that.
So they weren't right here at the rope.
That is,
But either
what I
way,
remember
the
as well.
horses are gone.
Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, you don't see them. So somebody has removed them.
Somebody has liberated our horses.
Well, let's just head in shame.
Yeah,
walk
let's-
to the city.
I mean,
we
it
can
was
sit
a
here and
long
mope
shot.
about it. Or we just keep going.
Yeah.
It was a long shot.
Gosh, they found them horses quick, though. I
Yeah.
mean, we've only been gone for a day. And they-
Or the
I
horses
mean-
were like, no.
It sounds like the goblins just came this way, so
oh, maybe they
Yeah.
took the horses
Or set them free, or
ate them.
ate them.
Well, the name like cinnamon, you know that horse has got to taste good.
oh,
Oh,
cinnamon.
That's weird because my pony's name was Nutmeg.
Oh, no.
That's even worse. It was pumpkin spice.
The last one was PSL.
Flink steak.
All right, let's head back to the town.
They were chunky. We gave them a lot of donuts.
We did.
Yeah, we did.
That's right.
So they
Oh, my
definitely
gosh.
tasted well.
Well, you know that the town was just a bit west of the river ledge there, so you make your way through like a small wooded area,
Sure.
and
No plumes of smoke rising from the city.
no,
Oh, good.
and it's actually only like 100 yards from the edge there, where you guys climbed down in the little town of David's Rest.
Oh,
Oh, that's
like
nice.
it was really close.
Well, that's
Yeah.
why the goblins were doing that, so that they could just
yeah.
play their tricks super easy.
All right.
So I have changed your map to the town of David's Rest, which you hadn't come here yet.
No, we have not.
Nope.
Oh, it's a very small town.
It's a very small town. It's just it's basically a cluster of buildings around like a trader's circular area where there's a well. There's like a decent sized tavern building, and then there is the only really like truly large structure is there's a large stone chapel.
Mm. Mm-hmm.
So it's getting probably pretty close on to night, right?
Because
Because it was late afternoon when we left.
Yeah, well, I'm thinking it's about 3:34, somewhere around there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
So it's not late.
because we woke up,
Certainly.
we took our first rest just before we. This is the same day as we made the attack. We just took a nap in the afternoon.
Yeah, you just had your little
Or a nap.
Okay.
Yeah. So because we slept and then we went directly to the cave and did our
Sure.
and came out.
Okay.
So it wasn't that late when we got out of the goblin cave the first time.
Well, do we need to go back to the farm to talk with a lady to get our reward?
No, I think we need to go to the tavern and be like, hey, there might be a horde of goblins coming this way.
By the way,
Yeah, that's where the
well,
farmers hung out. Is this the one where the farmers hung out?
So there's
There's only one tavern.
no.
Oh, multiple taverns. This is like a small Minnesota town. A temple and lots of bars.
Yeah. So this little town here, I mean, it's just barely a town, has Ross's Tavern,
Okay.
which is where like the some of the farmers hang out and like the day laborers and the people who live in the little town. They'll hang out here just to get a drink. There's no inn here.
Okay.
There's just they'll come in, get a snack, maybe a meal or whatever. Then the tourist attraction, which is just a couple miles away, is the Inn on the Peak.
Gotcha.
That's the only lodging in the area.
Oh.
And so it's a tavern / inn/destination.
Mhm.
So people will also go there, but us also, that's where all like the out of town people go. And I mean, it's supposed to be really nice. So I'm just going to bring you guys, because you're going to basically be coming in out of this little wooded area, kind of behind Ross's Tavern. And yeah, you can, I mean, what do you want to do?
Well, we need to probably let somebody know. So, do we want to go into the tavern, or do we want to go speak to the farmer lady, or do we want to go to the inn?
I say let's go to the tavern
Okay.
because this is where maybe the locals are.
Can give us some good direction of who to talk to.
And then, yeah, then we can maybe our horses might be here too.
I mean, if we let them know that we're responsible for getting the river back up, perhaps we could get a few good drinks out of it. Free drinks.
There is that.
I mean, that's a pretty big deal to a farmer, I imagine. Hey, how do you like your water supply?
We did that.
Hmm.
All right, let's go to Ross's.
All right, then you can go to Ross's. I'll just pull the roof off here. Well. And yeah, you basically walk around and can go inside the tavern. I'll just move you guys over there. It's just not to be tactical, but it's just so you can kind of get a sense of where you're at.
Quarter, why don't you stay out here and just go find a shady tree to nap under?
I'll keep Corda company.
What's that?
I will keep Corda company.
You're gonna stay out.
I'm not a inside building person. I'm too big.
Okay.
I get that narrow frame feet.
It makes a big difference.
All right, then. All right, so the three of you then go into the tavern. It's it's a rustic place. like you can see the map there. It's got half a dozen tables of different sizes, and there's a bar. There's just a few people there. Looks like local farmers who are, either starting the night early or they've just finished their day of work or they're retired. Who knows what they're doing? But they're all drinking a little bit, and you see there's only like 5 people there, and you see it's a middle-aged man behind the bar wearing an apron, and he's just kind of cleaning the bar, and he looks up. He's got some gray streaks in his hair, weathered face, and he gives you a smile when you come walking in. Although he is definitely staring at Zinnia.
Well, hey there, friend.
Well, hello. Still looking at the fairy.
Hello, person.
Hello, fairy?
Yes, good job.
I never had a fairy come into my tavern.
Oh, well, today's your lucky day, kinda.
Well, I've heard fairies bring good luck.
Well,
Oh, yeah. Okay.
so you got a mayor for this city, a headman, or?
No, nothing that fancy.
Well, then you'll have to do. So, my name is Thomas Gunderson, right? And we was conscripted by the farmer collective to fix the water situation.
Oh, yeah, I've heard that you're the out-of-towners.
That's true. So we fixed the water situation.
Yes, we did.
Not to get too fine a point on it, but there was a missing water fairy, and we've got her back. Her name's Unda, in case you're interested. Got her back into position, and so the water's going to fix itself. Might take a little bit. In the meantime, we may have stepped on the toes of some goblins who've actually been running rampant in your city. The little ones have been playing tricks and blaming it on the unfortunately large-headed Ben.
Melon boy.
Melon, oh my God. Do you have a special person in town just to stitch his pillows? I mean, his head is so big. But
Here's some of the
He wears an
stuff.
adult helm, and it's still too small.
yeah, I mean, it's like a bobblehead. Anyway, so the goblins may be coming to retaliate, which
Oh,
we don't know that for sure, right? But we just wanted to let you know, so that way you could get the guards or whoever in
Town militia?
town militia. That's a great one. Into kind of whip them into a frenzy, if you will. So additionally, we stashed our horses 100 yards down the road.
oh.
And now they're missing. So any leads on that?
Yeah, we Pernilla heard them make a noise last night,
Mm-hmm.
and one of the kids went and checked and found them there.
Decided to take them, right?
Well, I mean, not a great plan to leave them alone in the woods overnight, but we took care of them, and the priest took them up to the inn on the peak. They've got a stable up there. I figured there was a note on them. They said, and
Yep.
Yeah, I left a note.
figured that was the safest place to put them.
Oh, well, thank you.
That's very courteous. So we'll go collect our horses, but if you could maybe spread the word that there may be goblin hostilities. Again, we don't know, but
Better safe than sorry.
better safe than sorry.
Yeah.
So, and then I'll say kind of loudly, because I'm sure there's some farmers and day laborers.
Yeah, they're listening.
As just to repeat, we was the ones who fixed the water situation.
The water situation is good.
It is good and
Improving by the minute.
improving by the minute.
So
And
you're
then
welcome.
I'll take a glass that's on the bar, an empty glass, and be like, so.
Boy, I'm parched.
maybe-
I'm parched.
The road dust is just
Yes.
cold.
The river water, we didn't know if it was drinkable.
And,
Perhaps a house ale would be safer to drink than the river water.
Absolutely, I'm parched.
So
I'm going to crawl up on a stool.
Wow.
Like I would.
Never been so glad that I'm outside
And-
now.
Zinnia's just going to come sit on the end of the bar, kind of
What
cross-legged,
would,
watching
what would a
this.
full river be worth to a village of farmers?
certainly a
My
glass
question.
of ale, right?
So Ross will chuckle at that, even though you provided some mixed news, and says, "Well, that sounds like you get at least a
Bully for you, yeah.
a mug of Hal's Old Singular.
I
All
love it.
right,
the
this
finest
is my
around.
guy right here.
Yeah. He brews us up at the end, so he pours you around.
Very, very kind of you. And I will.
And he'll
Relax.
look at you, and I might have something that you could use.
Like what?
He actually will kind of you hear him, he'll step around in the back room and come out, and he has like a really tiny little tea set.
Oh,
Yeah, this is my daughter's, and she doesn't use it anymore. And
the doll. He said.
It's still like
He's got a dollhouse back there he wants you to have.
no, it was his daughter's. It was like, so yeah, a little kid's tea set, and it's got a little teacup, and he will pour.
Oh, I don't want ale.
Mead.
Oh,
No.
You drink mead?
Like if there's mead or fruit, some kind of fruit wine. No.
Yeah. Strawberry wine.
Hmm. That would be it.
Dandelion wine.
Do you have any mead here? Oh, imagine you would.
yeah, I don't have a vast selection, but yeah, you know what? He will dig around into there. I'm not a lot of wine drinkers here, but he pulls out. I do have one.
It's up at the inn, right? That's where the wine.
Yeah, those hoity-toity city folk. Yeah, he looks at it. It's kind of dusty. He wipes the bottle off, and this should still be good.
All right. I will pay him a few silver pieces.
Oh no!
No,
You've done the town a great service.
Yeah, this is just a tip.
I'm
So
going to try to drink this whole, like, in one good mug in a whole.
you're gonna
good
quaff
down.
it.
And then look at him and like this is good. Yeah. Wow. Eyeball while I'm drinking it.
It is quite literally the best ale you've had.
Oh,
Oh,
I'm
Yeah.
going to need a.
wow.
Yeah,
I'm going to need to bring perhaps a flask or
yeah.
more than a flask.
This
like
is
half.
it's definitely well known in the region.
Up at the end, you said.
Yeah.
Oh,
Maybe
very
you
good.
can acquire a pony keg before you go. Yeah, just
It
go.
would be perfect. It would be a regular size cake for me. Actually, not.
Yeah.
A regular size cake would be a pony cake for me.
Yeah.
I'm a dwarf,
Yeah.
We drink.
Okay, so you you wet your whistles for a moment. and-
Yeah, and it's not a very long moment. I want to drink my beer and
delicious.
get out of here.
All right. Well, Ross, all right. Well, gents, you heard him. You want to pass the word around, and a couple of them quickly finish off their drinks and shuffle out to go spread the word. And you get a sense they're going to do what they can.
Excellent.
Well done, Tommy.
Yeah.
So
Good job.
our horses are at the temple or at the inn.
At the end,
So
yeah.
we could
we could just grab those and
Yeah.
head out to the town. We
All
could
right.
camp on the road tonight if you wanted.
No, I think we should stick
So at the
around
end.
for a day and just make sure that, if the goblins do attack, that
Yeah.
we're here to help.
maybe perhaps a room
No,
at the inn.
yeah, that's
we could
probably
stay at
the
the inn
polite
and then
thing.
we could head out if
Yeah.
there's trouble.
Before I leave, though, I will use one application of fairy dust to clean the bottle of mead and the tea set
Okay. Like after you've used it, or
after I've used it
Okay. Very nice.
to return it to him in pristine condition.
Cleaner than when you
Yes.
found it.
Isn't the inn a couple miles outside of town?
Yeah, it is. It's a couple miles further down
Yeah,
the road.
It's not very
I mean,
far though.
Issues surround. I don't know if we want to be 20 minutes away.
Yeah. I think we still got to get our
We
horses.
got to get our horses either way.
So maybe
Find
we
out what's up
can
there.
get our horses and then come back.
Mhm.
And then, maybe somebody can put us up for the night.
There's a temple in town too that we
Oh,
might
yeah.
get
Hey, that's a good idea.
refuse in.
Okay. Then, all right. Well, then you finish off your drinks.
Yeah, and while she's fairy dusting, I'll take my empty cup and you want to clean this too?
He just,
I don't know how much fairy dust I would have to use typically, so
That's fine. It's fine. I'll just
My idea of cleaning is making sure I've got every last drop. That's
You just like licking the side of the
Look at the
cup.
side. Mm.
All right, let's get to it.
Okay, well then, so you're not gonna do anything else in the little town here. You're just gonna beeline.
well, we might come back to see, depending on what happens at the inn. We're getting our horses, and if there's, like what they said is basically if we want to be closer. Trunk had some reservations about that. Perhaps we could come back into town and just stay down here for the night. Make sure everything's okay. That's maybe an idea. But first things first. So we might come back down to the village,
Okay.
depending on what's going on at the inn.
All right then. You make haste towards the inn on the peak.
Check off our to-do list. I feel like we've been very productive today.
Yeah,
We have been. We're doing this.
we're cooking.
Hmm.
All right. Well, you basically just kind of hustle out of town, get quickly to the intersection, and then you kind of go northeast across the bridge, which crosses the river. Which you obviously saw the bridge because you've gone around below it. And just past the bridge, there's a well-maintained little road that winds its way up to the top of a moderately sized hill, where there is
Is there traffic, or are we the only ones on the road?
there's probably some traffic.
Okay.
I mean, it's not busy,
Sure.
but yeah, some other people making their way up to the inn.
Oh, some honeymooners.
Yeah. So I should show you the region again real quick. But basically from where, as you kind of get to the top of the little hill, you can see to the north is the Tor's Peak, which is like this spire, which is another, the road continues on towards that. It's another little tourist thing. And then you can kind of see, you've got a good vantage, look at the river valley, and then you can kind of see the town. And then you'll be coming up the road here to the south. So yeah, this is a really large, like almost like an estate type inn, and it has a equally large, well, not to the main building, but like a big barn area there, on the to your right there, and the road basically leads right up to the inn itself, where the front of the inn is surrounded by like large cultivated rose gardens, because you had heard that they grow these roses, and that's one of the things they're famous for, and they are actually all just starting to bloom.
Oh, the smell.
Yeah.
So this is on a peak.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, it's like a low hill. I mean, it's only like, I think like 100 feet up or something, but yeah.
How good of a vantage do we have from this hill? Like, can we see out over, this river valley? Can we see if there's a group of goblins on the move? Can we?
I mean, within the limits of your vision, obviously you don't have unlimited sight, but you've got it. Yeah, you definitely have.
I don't think you know that about fairies. Oh, I'm kidding.
Suddenly they have telescopic vision.
Oh,
Yeah,
eagle eyes.
you do a very good vantage. And if you pause, I mean, you can even kind of go up higher. You don't see a troop of goblins anywhere yet.
Okay.
Something to keep an eye out for, though.
Mm-hmm.
Something to keep an eye out. Do you want to just go straight inside, or you want to check in on your horses first, or what are you thinking?
Yeah, I don't know that we've got to go inside, do
Well,
we?
perhaps we should introduce ourselves to let them know that we're taking the horses
Sure. Well, if you would want to do that,
and thank them for holding our horses.
I'll keep.
We should go
I can
inside and say, "We're here for your horses and women."
That's hilarious. You should do that. I'll just keep a lookout.
I'll
for
totally
the
go
goblins.
inside with you, and you can do that.
Oh my!
I got your back.
I will find a comfortable tree to sit next to.
So I will just keep on the lookout for any kind of goblins from that vantage point while they acquire the horses.
And that's how we die. Apparently, the inn is owned by a 10th level wizard who has no sense of humor.
So So who's actually going to go inside the inn?
I'll go in if you want to come with.
Sure.
You guys are
sure.
just like,
You're a better talker than I am.
Okay, yes, and I interact so well with humans. Let's go.
Well, I mean, on a scale of 1 to 10, you're higher on that list.
All right, let's go.
okay, so just Dayrun and Zinni are going to go
Apparently,
Yep.
apparently that's what's happening here.
Okay.
Dwarf and a fairy walk into an inn.
What could go wrong?
inside? The two best conversationalists.
Ooh.
You should give this job to someone who has a negative charisma ability.
It'll be fine.
Yeah, it'll be good.
It's so Tommy.
I'm an older. I can complain about things really well. That's my skill.
So Tommy, you're just going to like stand out here and look? Is that
Yeah, I
what-
want to keep an eye out.
Okay.
Somebody should.
Yeah,
Now that
Trunk
we've
is
got
standing
this-
outside.
But he was leaning against a tree.
Do we get any
Can look up
onlookers
while
from
I'm
some
sitting there by a
young
tree.
couples
All
just
right,
looking
all
at
right.
us?
All right, I'll go inside. Okay, I'll go inside.
Trunk is also very tall. It gives him more of an a vantage point.
Right.
Like he can like look out over the world and be like,
You see all of this?
I literally don't know anything about troll vision. Maybe trolls have telescopic.
Telescopic vision. All
We
right.
are directly related to hawks, actually.
There you go.
Your horns used to be wings.
They actually are wings. I can
Oh.
fly with them.
Oh,
Oh,
I just don't. I don't
it's a
want
cool
Zin-
little thing you put into your race.
Yeah,
all of a
I
sudden.
don't want Zinnia to feel like
Right.
oh no! I would welcome another
Yeah,
flyer.
I
Come
would like
on.
to see you fly with those wings. That would be super cool too.
All right, so the three of you proceed basically down this kind of like long gravel path between the rose gardens, which largely are nestled here between the west and east wing of this, this huge, beautifully painted white, almost like resort.
I'm going to take off my leather hat and like pat down my hair a little bit and get it so I don't look so unkempt. I feel like I'm a little underdressed here.
Am I getting White Lotus vibes from this?
Nice reference. I hope not.
just be careful what offices you peek inside.
There's an old sheepdog hanging out on the porch, enjoying the afternoon sun, looking at you, sort of, relaxedly, panting a bit.
Oh, hello, doggy.
He just looks at you, he doesn't even get up, but he turns his head like inviting you to come down and scritch him.
Okay, I go scritch the doggy.
All right. You can see he's got a little collar there and a little name tag that says Shep.
Oh, hi, Shep. Are you a good boy? Are you a good boy?
Yeah, he pants expectantly and definitely assures you that he is a very good boy.
Okay, I give him scritches.
Yeah.
I'll give him some. I know that Corda likes this, but I'll give him some little meat, dried meat that I got as a ration.
Some pocket meat.
Yeah.
Some pocket meat.
Is there a better kind of meat?
Not for dog.
he will tentatively smell it and then scarf that right up. Pocket meat
Oh,
and
good boy.
pocket lint and all.
All right, then we shall proceed on after I've pet the dog. Sorry.
Oh, it's a reference.
So we're inside now?
You're inside. We're still outside playing with the dog for the next half hour, the rest of the session here.
Let me explain every interaction I have with this dog.
Move its nose. What do I have to roll to move its nose?
It's a dexterity.
Yeah.
Trunk looks behind. All of David's rest is on fire, and he's like, I see you're occupied. Never mind.
All right, there's two sets of doors next to each, like big open doors that would provide like a breezeway and light, but they're currently closed. But as you push your way through into the large open welcoming area, yeah, you can see. I mean, you can see on the map it's quite huge, and I'll share this map. To either side, there's circular staircases leading into the second floor of this resort, And there's tables everywhere. Like you have to kind of walk between this carpeted entryway, and there's like 2 tables to the other side, and then more and more tables off to the other side. 2 big fireplaces sit on either side of a circular bar where there's another man standing there. And there's a few dozen people here. It's pretty crowded.
If the roses are blooming,
Yeah.
right?
It's definitely not jam-packed. So I'm not going to say it's like crowded, but there's a lot of people here, and they're all kind of broken out into different groups. And I'll point out a few without going into too much detail because you guys are kind of here with a purpose. But Darun, you would notice that as you kind of walking in, off to your left, there's like 4 chairs, or actually a couch and 2 chairs, making a little private seating area. There's 4 dwarfs hanging out there. In the western wing of this area, you do see like half a dozen like older men over there carrying on and storytelling and laughing at whatnot. You see a number of couples. To the right, you see some like very well-dressed women, older women there. And there's a couple of bards over to the right fireplace playing some music, filling the room with some pleasant sounds, and more people off to the east side. So there's a lot of different people, a lot of different groups. And yeah, you can see one man manning the bar, and then there's several different barmaids, nicely dressed, going around and assisting people.
Does it look like there's a host or some kind of concierge?
No, I mean, probably one of the serving people. I mean, they don't really have like a front desk per se. You think that must be that central bar.
Online check-in. Very efficient.
So I'll head up to the bar.
I'll go over to the dwarves.
Okay. You just like turn and go walking up.
Yeah.
I will also head to the bar.
Okay. Then Zinnia and Tommy go walking up to the bar, and Darun goes walking over to the 4 dwarfs.
Yep. I have dusted off as much dirt and stuff I have had on my, I slept in a riverbed last night. Try to be as kempt as possible. Approach them and say in Dwarvish, hello, good day. Actually, Kildethi.
Yeah, they look at you and with warm smiles, and you don't recognize any of them. It's 3 guys and a woman. They seem like they might be all younger than you.
Mm.
One of them is like, "Oh, well, good day, sir. Hello."
In common?
No, he'll reply
Okay,
back in Kildethi.
okay. Oh, good day. What brings you to this inn?
Oh, we're all here to see the roses.
Ah, very, very perfect timing. So where do you hail from?
From Whistle. And what about you?
From
Raven Rock.
Raven Rock? And then originally from Whistle? No, I'm from
You're from Thorpe.
Thorpe. Parts unknown.
Parts unknown.
Because I forgot.
Originally, I was born in Thorpe, but I've been working now in Raven Rock for some time.
So, with your expansive knowledge of the area,
Mm-hmm.
you would know that Whistle is the only dwarven town in Western S.
Okay.
Well, in the Duchy of Landon. Maybe not all of Western S, but the Duchy of Landon. And it's like I don't know, I think it's like 40, 50 miles south of here.
Any news from the south?
Oh, well, the apples are doing doing well. It looks like it's going to be hopefully another good year. Plenty of rain so far.
Okay, so it was good meeting you. Have a great trip, and I'll say something very, good luck in your future endeavors in Kildethi.
Oh, you should join us and have a drink.
Well, I mean, if you're having a drink, that'd be rude for me not to accept.
So they will make room on the couch and pat it for you to come sit down.
It's been a while since I've got to speak my native tongue.
Yeah, they will begin talking your ear off. So we've lost a room.
I found a new party.
Wow.
And just like that.
All dwarf party. And what are we? I don't know. We're horticulturists? I'm not quite sure. Or we're just talking about weather.
You're going to go back and start growing some apples, huh?
Yeah,
All
apparently
right.
so.
Well, that is what they're known for.
It sounds very a peaceful life.
Yes, it does.
They have a very peaceful life.
Is it
there.
appealing to you?
Oh,
That's what you did there.
I made a dad joke.
Yep, you most certainly did.
all right. So Tommy and Zinnia go striding up to the bar. One of the waitresses comes over and he helps fill up her plate, and she begins serving tray and then taking some more out. And yeah, he looks at the two of you as you come up, and he, of course, eyes Zinnia curiously.
So we're here for your horses and your women, right? And I'll wink at the barmaid who's getting her thing filled up. Like, I'm just joking.
Tommy just stole my joke.
He did, didn't he?
He did.
Oh my goodness! I wouldn't have stolen your joke. I should have been up there with you.
She'll pause, look you up and down, and give you a She'll give you a smile for that one.
All right.
And then go walking off with her.
Still got it.
Still got it. All right. So, you the manager on Diddy or MOD, I guess, right?
You can call me Hal.
Hal?
It's my place.
Oh, it's your place. Nice to meet you, Hal. My name is Thomas Gunderson. Some people call me Tommy Gunn. But so we've got just a few things to kind of finish up here. So our horses were brought here from David's Rest.
Last night.
Yeah, last night somebody found them on the road. We had left a note, and our understanding is they came up to the stable here. So we're just going to collect them, pay whatever fee we got to pay, and then just so you know, we are the ones, Zinni and myself, we got a mate outside, and Dayrun, who looks to maybe be joining a different party. We was the ones who fixed the river, so the water is starting to flow again.
That should help your business, right?
Absolutely right. It'll be a lot easier to water all those roses outside. So, because of that, or maybe an unintended consequence of that, and I'm not for sure, there might be some goblin-related hostilities in the area. So we're going to stick around for a day or two.
Well, and just to be clear, there have already been goblin hostilities. You just might not have been aware of them. They have been actually raiding the town for quite some time.
Absolutely.
On, yes, very sneakily.
Yeah.
But I think they might be escalating now.
Yeah, it went from more hijinks to high violence, maybe. So, just want to let you know, we're going to stick around. You know, it's not like us to just kick over the beehive and then jet. But we're going to do that from David's Rest because that's in the most danger.
So yeah,
I gave you a lot of information, Hal.
He will look at you like you just info dumped him.
Yeah, I did.
Well, that's a lot there, Mr. Gunderson.
Just
Get it off all your chest. I can imagine his reaction.
we have been busy as beavers.
Yeah. Are you from Raven Rock? From the
Yeah.
Raven Rock? Edmund and Florence?
Yeah. Yeah. Of course you would know them, right?
Well, your mother used to come up here a lot of different summers to see the roses.
Yeah, that's right. I had to cover the tavern where she was.
Huh. Haven't seen them in a bit. Make sure you tell them hello.
Will do. But Mr. Gunderson is my father's name.
Oh.
You can call me Tommy.
All right. Well, you can call me Hal. Okay. Well, this is a lot of information.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do
suspect-
believe I believe we have your horses. that are
Oh,
in the
great.
stables. So the water problem, that's resolved.
Yeah. Well, it will be. It's getting better. Unda, the river pixie, river fairy.
River Fairy.
Sorry.
Nixie.
Yep. She is. She's working on it, but these things take time. She was captured by the goblins.
And in rescuing her, that's where some misunderstandings might have happened.
Yeah, some.
Mm.
Yeah,
Misunderstandings.
misunderstandings. It's the best way to describe it.
It really is. My name's Zinnia, by the way.
Yeah,
Very nice to meet you, Zinnia. Well, you said you got another friend outside.
Yeah.
Trunk.
Trunk.
Yes.
You'll know him when you see him.
Well, perhaps tell you if I realize you're wanting to rush off. Maybe you can share this information. We've got a few of the older members of the cooperative here, and they could probably
That's
help
great.
get the word out.
That's great. We got to talk with them anyway to collect payment for fixing the river. So
All right. Well, I mean, come in and take a load off for a moment and catch your breath.
just for a moment though, because this is a real nice place, and I could definitely hang out here for a long time, but we've got work to do. So yeah. Where's members of the collective?
Well, he'll point at the table full of older farmer-looking people that are kind of carrying on. Although a few of them are looking in your direction, and they're clearly eavesdropping.
Okay. All right. Well, it has been a delight, Hal. What do we owe you for the horses?
Oh, no bother.
Excellent. I would normally not refuse, but I'm a little light in coin right now. So, but well, yeah, we'll head. Good day to you, and maybe we'll stick around, maybe not. But it's been nice chatting.
All right. Well, sounds like you're gonna potentially go and make some new friends.
Yeah.
And discuss who can help you out in preparing or mounting a defense. However, I think we're going to need to stop there because in our excitement, we've run a little long here. Kind of give you guys a taste of what all you've been
I
missing.
mean, we owe them,
Yeah,
our listeners.
we've got some time to make up.
All right.
Awesome.
Okay, so great job. Glad to have you all back here. And yeah,
Next time.
we'll see you next week.
Sounds good.
Bye.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Thank you for listening. If you enjoyed our show and want more, please leave us a rating and review on whichever platform you use. And of course, feel free to share us on social media. We'll be back next week with more adventures in the world of Tellus. To tide you over, you can read more about the cast, characters, and the world of Tellus at AdventuresEdgeRPG.com.